Okay, here's a review for our next test. Now, Carolina, what you need to do on tests, you're not going to be able to make them back when all up when you come back. The assignment I give with the test, I'll actually send the test home with Kimberly and you complete the test. I mean, I guess it's open notes if you want to think of it like that. Okay, so here's what's on it. Polynomial expressions. Okay, well, what we have here is 4m to the second minus 1m, you can make that negative if you want, plus 2, plus negative 3m to the second, plus 10m plus 7. Now, did I ever say times? No. If I don't say times, we need to draw out our spaces, highest to lowest power. So blank m to the second plus blank m plus blank. So m to the seconds, I take 4 plus negative 3. It's 1. I'm just showing you. 1. Those are now done. Okay, for regular m's, I have a negative 1 and a positive 10. So I'm going to be taking negative 1 plus 10, and that's 9. Okay, and then numbers without m's, we have 2 and 7. So 2 plus 7 is going to be 9. Boom. Okay, and my battery might run out if I do. If it does, yeah, I'll have to go to a second video. Okay, next one, 9x to the third minus 13x to the second plus 1x, and that's a negative 13 if you want it, minus negative 13x to the second minus 5x plus 14. Times? No. Okay, there's not. So, highest power is a 3 this time, so blank x 3 plus blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. So x to the third, all we have is, oh yeah, the minus, that ain't going to work. You need to make that plus, and then all these have to go opposite. So that becomes a positive 13, a positive 5, and that's now a negative 14, okay? So for x to the thirds, you got the 9x to the third. That's all you have, so 9. For x to the second, I have a negative 13 and a positive 13. Well, negative 13 plus 13, that's 0, okay? So let's get rid of that garbage, okay? And I'm just going to cross that out. Or you can put 0. If you put 0, it's fine. Okay, now the x's, we have a 1x and a positive 5x. So 1 plus 5 is 6. And then for non-x's, we got the negative 14. Okay, there we go. Okay, do I have times in the, okay, so I got 3x to the third times 8x to the fourth minus 1x, that's a negative, plus negative 3x plus 5. Do we have times? Yes. So I need to make my rainbows. So 3x to the third times 8x to the fourth. 3x to the third times negative 1x to the second. 3x to the third times 3x. And 3x to the third times 5. Okay, so that's 24. 3 plus 4 is 7. That's negative 3, and that's going to be x to the fifth. That's 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's 15. You only have it, only one of them has an x, and it's to the third, so x to the third. None of them powers are the same. Okay, so that's my answer basically. 24x to the seventh plus negative 3x to the fifth plus 9x to the fourth plus 15x to the third. Okay, next 3. 3x minus 1, that's a negative 1, times 4x plus 9. So do I have times? Yes, so there better be some rainbows going. So I've got 3x times 3x, 3x times 9, negative 1 times 4x, negative 1 times 9. So that's 9, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. 27, and then x, negative 4, and then just the x, and then -9. Now, is there anything here that goes together? Yeah, those two. Those need to be added. They have the same letter with the same kind of power. So I've got 9x to the second, or I screwed this up. It's 3 times 4, okay? 3 times 4, that should be 12, okay? Screwed it up. That's a 4. 12x to the second. 27 and -4 is 23x, and then -9. And there we have it. Okay, next problem. 1x plus 4 times 1x to the second plus 5x, and then -5. Okay, now, do we have times? Yeah. So we got 1x times 1x to the second. We got 1x times 6x, and we got 1x times -5. Okay, so forget him. Now we got 4 times 1x to the second. This is a long one. 4 times 6x, and 4 times -5. So that's going to be 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 is 3. It's going to be 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. -5, and that's just an x. 4, and that's x second. That's the only x we got, only kind. Then 24, and then x, and then -20. Now I see several that go together here, okay? So the 1x to the third. X second I've got here and here, so we got to add. 6 and 4 make 10, x to the second. And then x is -5 plus 24 is 19x. Then we got the -20. Okay, now what do we do with a sum that's all to the second power? It's a sum to a power. You get rid of the power, you make a times, and that's 3x plus 5. It's replicated. Okay, so 3x times 3x. 3x times 5. 5 times 3x, and 5 times 5. So that's 9. X to the second, that's going to be 15, just an x. 15, just an x, and 25. So those two need to be added, okay? So we got 9x to the second. 15 plus 15 is 30x, and then plus 25. So basically, if you have a times, you need to start drawing rainbows, okay? If you don't, no times, you make your blanks and just add the like terms. Okay, now the one story problem is those shape ones. A picture has a length of 20 inches and a width of 25 inches. You're going to build a rectangular border around the picture. So we got 20 by 25, and then it's a surrounding rectangle, surround. Okay, so from here, by the way, it's length. The area is length times width. So we got 20, that's x and x. So that's going to be 2x, 2x plus 20. And that's 25, and that's x and x. How many x's run across there? 2. 2x plus 25. Okay, so 2x times 2x. 2x times 25, and that's dead. 20 times 2x, and 20 times 25. Okay, so that's 4x to the second, 50x, 40x, and that's 500. So those two need to be added, 50 plus 40, and that's 90. So we got 4x to the second plus 90x plus 500. Okay, use your expression to calculate the width of a frame. That's 4 inches. That means x equals 4. So I'm going to take these x's out down here and replace them with parentheses. And in parentheses, we'll be putting the 4 in. Okay, then I'm going to roll with that on my calculator. It'll do the order of operations for me. So 4, and then 4 to the second, plus 90, and then 4, and then plus 500. Gives me 924. Remember, the label of the area is the space inside. It's going to be square inches. Okay, and that's going to be what's on your test.